Shield, growing together. Good luck to all of our area teams.
Teamwork is key to success. Hi, this is Amber Maloney at Champion of Rockville City. We have the same philosophy.
And good afternoon, everybody, or good late morning. Jeff Blankman with you here at the Bill Kane Dual Tournament here today. Second matches of the day. Kuemper beat Audubon, and the Knights in Audubon's first matches of the day, 66-12. Right now, Kuemper just underway against Storm Lake. McGuire Hoyt, a freshman for Kuemper, going at 8 and at 10. Rylan Richardson from Storm Lake, a freshman at 7 and 6. We're at 120 pounds. The Audubon matchup here today, it's Jack Standerson, a sophomore at 7 and 10, against Xander Kaufman out of Johnston's JV. He does not have a match listed right now. That matchup is over on mat number 2. While the Kuemper matchups, of course, going on mat number 1 here today. Scoreless here in the first period between Richardson and Hoyt. Right now, both guys on their knees fighting with the elbows. Hoyt trying to work the back of the head, as is Richardson. We'll try to give you updates over on the other matchup. Kaufman now up 2-0 on Standerson. First period winding down, 34 seconds remaining. Nobody's really taking a shot or anything in this Hoyt-Richardson matchup yet. Both guys still fighting up top. They're right in the middle of the mat. Hoyt now goes in, gets a hold of the leg. Richardson does a nice job of sitting out and sprawling out. He's got a hold of the head, almost comes around, got a headlock. Still no points awarded. Now Hoyt comes in behind, but Richardson able to roll him over, but they're going to be out of bounds. Hoyt going to pick up 2 points for the takedown. He'll take a 2-0 lead here. Standerson's matchup, he ends up falling over there on the other mat. So Audubon drops their first matchup here today to Johnston's JV team. They're going to go neutral to start the second period here today. Hoyt and Richardson again lock up top, staying right in the middle of the mat. Hoyt pulling down on the head. Richardson able to counter that. Now Richardson tries to snap, not able to throw him. Richardson goes down as he's going to try to get a leg, but Hoyt too far away to take a shot. Richardson now comes back in, grabs the back of the head. Same thing for Hoyt. Guys kind of working just outside of that inner circle of the mat right now. Minute 20 left in the second period. They did take away the takedown for Hoyt. I didn't think he had gotten it, so it's a 0-0 match right now here in the second period. Colin Hartle on the mat right now for Audubon against Ben Nigan. That one is scoreless in the first period. And now Nigan has taken a takedown and then gave an escape, so it's 2-1. Still no score here between Hoyt and Richardson. The guys doing a lot of hand fighting. Now they come apart. Now Hoyt goes in for the shot, gets the takedown. There's going to be 2. He's trying to pull him over to the mat. Working that inside cradle. Richardson going to be able to slide himself off of the mat, and they'll bring him back into the middle of the mat. 2-point takedown, and 2 back points that time for Hoyt. And McGuire Hoyt for Kuemper on top right now by a score of 4-0. Hartle still trailing 2-1 late in the first period. Hoyt's got to work on some headgear issues right now. Coach Yvonne from Kuemper up, 39 seconds remaining. He's going to come out and see if he can help out Hoyt and get that headgear fixed. We'll go over to the Hartle matchup here real quick. Coach Yvonne quickly gets that fixed. Hartle and Nigan in the middle of the mat. Arm fighting right now. Either guy going in for a shot, just working the back of the head. Hoyt will start, of course, on top. Richardson tries to roll out, but Hoyt able to pull that left arm out. Gets him back down onto his belly. Working that left arm. Richardson now up to his feet, trying to get the hands free, but Hoyt able to take him down. But again, they're going to go out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 28 seconds left here in the second period. I'll head to the second period in the Audubon matchup. Hartle trailing right now by a score of 2-1. This time, Richardson in the Kuemper matchup from Storm Lake trying to kind of crawl his way out. Hoyt got a hold of the ankles. Now Richardson gets to his feet. He'll pick up the escape point as he was able to break the hands and get the escape. Down to 12 seconds left here in the second period. 4-1 Hoyt with the lead. As working the hands again in the back of the head. That is going to end it for the second period. Hoyt on top here by a score of 4-1. First matchup today between Kuemper and Storm Lake. We're kind of keeping an eye on that Audubon matchup over on the other mat. Right now, Nigan on top from Johnston over Hartle from Audubon, 3-1. That's the second match out of those two here today. Johnston on top, 6-1. Headlock for Richardson, but Hoyt coming in behind. We're going to get a potentially dangerous. No points going to be awarded. They'll stop it here. They are going to give a 1 point to Hoyt. So that's going to make it now 5-1 in favor of McGuire. Hoyt, freshman, looking to pick up his 9th win of the season. Again, the guys connect up top. Now they break free, middle of the circle. Both guys trying to get a hold of a hand or a wrist. Now they'll go back in for the headlock. Richardson tries to go in, but doesn't let go up top. Just went down to the knees and slid forward. Hoyt was able to counter and back up. They've got the arms locked on the elbows right now. Now down to the knees. And again, Richardson goes in for the headlock. Hoyt trying to get that head free. He does, and he's going to get the 2-point takedown. So a nice job that time by McGuire. Hoyt to pull that head through. They'll lead it here 7-1 late in the first period. We've got a win by fall over on the other matchup. It looks like Hartle falls here today by fall. Johnston has taken another lead over there. Actually, no, we had some blood time, excuse me. Yep, nope, that was a win by fall. Johnston's going to get a forfeit at the next weight class for Audubon. So Johnston's going to lead that one 18-0. Hoyt doing a really good job staying active up on top, but now Richardson rolls through and ends up not able to get, because Hoyt did a good job of keeping the leg. So almost got a reversal that time for Hoyt, but unable to come up with it. As Hoyt able to keep a hold of the leg. Richardson had rolled through and came out on top of Hoyt, but was not able to get the leg free. And was not able to get the escape or the reversal points. So the Knights will stay up here 7-1 with McGuire Hoyt. And that is how it's going to end. 7-1 victory here. Nice job by McGuire Hoyt. Couple of takedowns. Got some back points. He is going to win it here today by a final of 7-1. He'll improve to 9-10 on the season. Clay Perry from Audubon up right now on Connor Culp from Johnston. That's a 2-0 score. Move on now to 126 here between Kuemper and Storm Lake. Logan Ryle out on the mat right now for Kuemper. I'll have to wait. It's going to be a Christian Roku from Storm Lake. He'll go in and gets the quick takedown on Ryle. Got right in on the legs and snapped him down. Ryle gets back to his base now, trying to get back up onto his feet. Able to do so. They're going to call him off of the mat. Clay Perry leading 2-0 over Colt for Audubon over on the other matchup. Wheeler's down 18-0. Knights leading this one at 3-0 in our team score. Ryle starts down, trying to get up to his base, trying to get those hands free, but Roku able to rip him right back down to the mat. And again, Ryle quickly gets back up to his base, trying to get himself up. Ryle trying to get the hands free. Roku working around the waist, trying to roll him right now. Had a hold of the left wrist, but Ryle able to get that free. Now gets a hold of the right wrist, trying to pull that back behind. Ryle again able to get the hands free. Roku again reaching out, trying to get those hands. Really working hard up top. 55 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 Roku. Ryle doing a nice job of just staying wide and not allowing Roku to able to roll him over. He does end up going down to his belly here. Roku comes with a crossface. Ryle able to kind of slide away from that. Perry still up 2-0. The sophomore at 11-15 on the season for Audubon. Roku now tries to go in and is working the legs. He's been working the upper part up around the head and the hands, and now went down to the legs. Now comes back up to the head. 20 seconds left here in the first period. They're almost in that middle circle. Ryle again trying to get back up to his feet. Had gotten up to his base a couple of times. Had got to his feet once, but not able to get up and get the hands free and get himself an escape. Now Roku rolling him over, trying to pick up some back points, but we're down to 1 second, so no back points going to be awarded. Ryle did a nice job of fighting that off the entire period. Roku made his move with about 8 seconds left in the period, not able to roll him over in time to pick up any back points. Perry riding right now on the top of Culp over on the other mat. They're right on the edge of the mat, still up 2-0. 40 seconds left in the first period. Both wrestlers will start up between Ryle and Roku. The headlock. Roku goes in for the legs, but Ryle does a nice job sprawling out. They come back to the feet now. Roku goes in, gets the leg, and comes in behind. Quick takedown of Ryle. Just snapped in, got that left leg, and then quickly spun in around behind him. And it's a 4-0 lead. This time he's working to roll him over quickly. Ryle's giving up some back points right now. He's fighting, trying to get off of that shoulders, but Roku's got him locked in. But Ryle does a nice job fighting free. Now Roku relocks in and's got him sealed pretty good. Ryle still fighting and has almost got himself flipped over. He's got a long way to go here. Roku's got it locked in around the heads, got the arms now pulled in. Ryle really fighting with those feet, but there he gives up the fall at the minute 14 mark. Ryle battled hard there after giving up that takedown in the back points. But Roku able to come up with a win by fall, and that's going to put Storm Lake on top here by a score of 6-3. I'll head into the second period. Over on the Audubon mat right now, Clay Perry leading Connor Culp by a score of 2-0. We'll move to 132 pounds here for the Kuemper matchup. Riley Parkus out on the mats right now. Good to see Riley back. Excuse me. Two wrestlers, a lock up top. Now the headgear for the Storm Lake wrestler. Waiting for the name to pop up here. The headgear for the Storm Lake wrestler comes off, but Parkus gets the quick takedown, trying to roll him. And he gets him over on the back, and it's Marcos Montangano. Parkus quickly picking up back points. He's got the near fall here, a minute 30 into this, or 30 seconds, I should say, into this first period, and there's the fall. So Riley Parkus will pick up the win by fall in 32 seconds, and that'll put Kuemper on top here at 9-6. Culp has come back to tie up Perry. They're tied now at 2 apiece with about a minute remaining. They're sitting in the middle of the mats over there. Culp on top. He's got the legs through, working the head, trying to roll him over. He's got the chicken wing locked in, and he's trying to pull him over. Perry trying to stay on his base and trying to get that arm free. Culp now beginning to kind of work him over. 40 seconds left in that second period. We'll move back over as our next matchup getting underway here for Kuemper. Knights right now on top after that quick pin. 9-6. We've got a quick takedown here. Good job by the Knights. Joe Klein, who is wrestling well, freshman at 5-4, against Ian Figueroa, who comes in at 2-3, a freshman. Klein got the quick takedown. He leads it here 2-0. So Klein will start on top. He's been really wrestling well here these last couple of matches since he got moved up into the varsity match, into the varsity lineup. I'll call him out of bounds. They're going to bring him back into the middle. Klein again going to start up top. Quickly gets Figueroa around the ankles, trying to get him back down, and does. Gets him sprawled out on the mat. Figueroa back up to his knees. Perry now up 4-2 after a reversal over on the other matchup as we start the third period for Audubon. Klein working that right ankle. Gets him sprawled out, trying to roll it. Working up, trying to get the chicken wing. Now takes that right forearm and just shoves it into the back of the head and shoves that forehead down into the mat. Klein up 2-0. Minute remaining here in the first period. We're up at the Bill Kane duels. Bill, one of the guys that's going to be down doing our state wrestling coverage, along with Jeff Honnold. Had a chance to talk with Bill. He's going to help out, the way it sounds, with both state girls and state boys wrestling coverage this year. Klein right now working that left wrist. He's got it pulled up under. Now he's got the chicken wing in. He's trying to roll it. Figueroa trying to keep sprawled out and keep all that weight on the other side. He's starting to roll him over. He'll start picking up some back points here soon. Has not gotten him over enough yet. Down to 23 seconds left in the first period. Klein up 2-0. Figueroa did a nice job of fighting that off. Almost was over onto his back, but then able to get back over to his base. Now goes over to the back. Down to 13 seconds left. The official giving some back points here. And we're going to get a fall for Joe Klein. He'll pick up a win by fall at the minute 52 mark. And that'll put the Knights on top here by a score of 15-6 against Storm Lake. Good win for Joe Klein. Perry picking up 3 more over there. Picked up some back points here. He's leading Culp. So Perry on top right now at 7-2. That one over on the other matchups. 23 seconds left in that matchup. So right now with Perry on top, looks like he's going to come out of there with a pretty convincing win. Knights right now looking pretty solid here against Storm Lake, up 15-6. We'll move to 145 pounds. Jake Hausman going for Kuemper. Jorge Casillas going for Storm Lake. Hausman goes in towards the leg, but Casillas able to keep him back far enough that he couldn't get it. So both guys come back up to their feet and start going up top. Again, Hausman, the more aggressive wrestler here early on. Again, kind of snaps down to the knees like he's going to go in, but Casillas keeping those legs back, and that now allows Hausman to go in for the takedown, for the single leg. Now Hausman pulls Casillas down to the ground. He's got a hold of that left wrist. They both get back up to their feet. 45 seconds into the first period. Hausman now goes around, gets the leg, and comes in for the quick takedown. Just reached around, now sticks the leg up through, working the head. Pounds that forearm into the back of the head, shoving the forehead down into the mat, trying to roll him. Hasn't picked up any back points yet. The official down on the mat there watching. Casillas has still got the legs wrapped around, now picking up some back points. 53 seconds left here in the first period. Casillas able to roll himself over, got onto his back, but 3 back points for Hausman. Jake, a junior, at 10-12 on the season, now leads it by a score of 5-0. Carson Brown leading Carson Purdue of Audubon. Brown, of course, of Johnston up 2-0 in the first period. Purdue right now on his base, and again, Hausman able to roll him over. Quick job that time, rolled him over, got him right onto the shoulders, and gets the quick pin. Jake Hausman picks up the win. He'll get the fall at the minute 33 mark, so Hausman will pick up his 11th win of the season. And the Knights will extend that lead here in the team score to 21-6 over Storm Lake. Looks like Storm Lake going to go empty at 152. So Kent Sanders going to pick up the win by forfeit for the Knights. That'll make it 27-6. We'll move up to the 160-pound weight class. We'll take a peek over on the other mats right now. Carson Brown, again leading Carson Purdue of Audubon. Brown, of course, of Johnston, up 2-0. Sam Rodert going for Kuemper. Peyton Phillips going right now for Storm Lake. They'll lock up as they just get underway. We're about 3 seconds into this one. Guys working the arms and heads. Rodert now able to get a hold of the left hand, trying to pull it down through. He's got that hand, he's got the hand, the wrist, and also the elbow on that left side, and just trying to pull Phillips towards him. Phillips trying to back away. Now he goes in. Roeder went in and got a leg, but not able to get the leg lifted and get him for the takedown. They'll both come back to their feet. Now he goes in, goes for a single leg. Sprawling out that time was Phillips, but Roeder able to get him down, and he's going to come in from behind it for the 2-point takedown. So a nice job by Roeder at that time. Went in, got the single leg, and then comes back in behind. He's working the right wrist right now, the left wrist, trying to pull it through, and he's got him rolling over, picking up some back points, and he'll get the fall. So Sam Roeder will pick up the win by fall at the 1-minute mark, and Kuemper will extend their lead here to 33-6. Brown still leading Purdue over on the other mats. It's a 2-0 lead there as they're early in the second period, and now we've got near takedown and near back points for Purdue, but Brown able to fight it off, got back up to his feet, but Purdue looked to be in good position. Now not able, and he lets him go. Wasn't able to snap him over, so he lets him go. That will remain 2-0. We move on now to Will Healy's matchup at 170. He'll take on Pedro Lopez. And quickly, Healy goes in, gets the double leg, lifts him up, lays him down on the mat. There's the 2-point takedown for Will Healy. Healy working the left wrist, trying to pull it up through. Now he's going to let him go. That'll make it 2-1 with the escape. Healy again just kind of bowls him over. Literally went right at him and just knocked Lopez over onto his back. He'll give up the escape right after that, just let him right back up. It's 4-2 in favor of Healy. Healy again working the head. Lopez goes in for the legs, not able to get it. And there is Healy, just snapped him around, reached out, and Lopez was facing him. He literally took the right arm and just spun him around and then jumped on his back to get the takedown. He's up now 6-2, 59 seconds left in the first period. Healy certainly's got the strength advantage in this matchup. And now we get Carson Brown picking up a win by fall over Carson Purdue of Audubon over on the other matchup. Johnston will go up now 24-3 on Audubon. Healy trying to roll him over, not able to do it. He's got the legs, arms up through the waist, got a hold of the left wrist as well. So he's got the left arm up through the legs, and then he's got a hold of the wrist on that left side. And now he's going to let him go, and that'll make it 6-3 with 20 seconds left here in the first period. Healy might be able to get a quick takedown here. Snaps in, gets the leg. And he is going to come in behind. That is going to be the takedown. He'll take an 8-3 leader with 5 seconds remaining in the first period. Healy's been really good at getting in on the inside of Lopez. And he'll lead at 8-3 as we head to the second period. Audubon, of course, not a full lineup here today, so they're giving up some forfeits over there. It's now 30-3 in favor of Johnston. They'll move on to the 195 weight class, and that is going to be another forfeit for Audubon. That'll make it 36-3. Healy will start on top here. Knights up 33-6 right now on Storm Lake. We're at the 170-pound weight class. 8-3 in favor of Healy. And Healy just going to let Lopez go. That'll make it 8-4. Now starts working that left hand again. Tries to snap him down. Lopez able to fight back up to his feet. Didn't ever really go down. Lopez again going to dance it in the middle. Healy trying to get a hold of those arms, gets a hold of that left wrist, goes in, gets the right leg. Lopez has got him locked up around the head. Healy's got to get that head free so he can come in behind now. The two guys will break apart. Minute and a half left here in the second period. Again goes in for the leg, does Healy. He'll get the takedown. There's the 2-point takedown. He'll take a 10-4 lead. ACGC leading Missouri Valley 21-6 right now in the other matchup here today. That one over on mat number 3. They move to the 285-pound weight class for the Audubon matchup. Jarek Squires, a freshman at 2-9. He's wrestling against Carter Smith. Still 10-4. Healy working that left wrist again. He's really worked at that left side here today. Now comes through with the chicken wing, trying to roll him over. He's got the leverage on him. Lopez trying to fight and stay up. He's got him. And there's the weight coming down on top. Lopez going to give up some back points here. He's already given up a 3. That'll make it at least 13-4, but Healy trying to get the fall and will. And he'll pick up the fall at the 3:30 mark. So Will Healy going to pick up a win by fall. And Kuemper will extend their lead over Storm Lake here to 39-6. Another win for the Knights. Smith up on Squires over there on the Audubon matchup, 2-0. 30 seconds left. He's got him down on his waist. Trying to get a forfeit here at 182 for Kuemper. Bryce Wiskus going to pick up that win by forfeit. Kuemper will extend the lead to 45-6. We'll move up now to 220. Kobe Pierce going to go for Kuemper. This is 195, excuse me. Kobe Pierce going up against Cole McClee from Storm Lake. McAtee, excuse me, as I see the name a little clearer now. McAtee from Storm Lake. Kobe's been coming on strong here as of late for the Knights as well. McAtee right now shoves him towards the edge of the mat, tries to reach in and get a leg, but Pierce able to get out of bounds. They'll stop it with 1:39 remaining. Still 2-0 Smith over Squires over on the Audubon matchup. Audubon trailing over there. Squires still sprawled out now, able to get up to his base. And again, really aggressive was McAtee. The junior had 5 and 9, but Pierce did a good job of countering that and just got around the head. Smith picking up a couple of back points over on the other man up. Goes up now 4-0 on Squires. Two guys start up top here. 1:25 left in the first period. McAtee acted like he was going to snap, and Pierce kind of went down. Pierce now tries to go down to the knee to take a shot, but then comes right back up. McAtee did a nice job of not giving up a leg. They lock up top. Pierce really working the head. McAtee wanting to go low and get a leg, but Pierce able to keep those legs back far enough. Pierce working the head up top. Tries to snap him. Pulls him a couple of feet, and then McAtee able to keep his balance. Squires trying to stay off of his Mac, still on his base over there, but really working the head and the right side right now is Smith. And now we've got a single leg here for McAtee. He's got Pierce's leg up in the air, now trips Pierce and gets him down to the mat. They're on the edge of the mat. He's going to try and pull him back in. It's 2-0 in favor of McAtee. McAtee tries to wrap up for the cradle. He's got him, rolls him over. He's going to pick up some back points, and there's the win by fall. So McAtee will pick up the win by fall over Pierce at the 1:48 mark. And that'll make Kuemper's lead 45-12. Smith picks up a win by a fall over Squires from Audubon. Storm Lake now up 42-3 on the Wheelers over on the other mat. Connor Hayes going for Kuemper here against Caden Larson from Storm Lake. We're at 220. Both guys work in the middle of the mat, trying to work the hands. Put the heads together here. And now Larson looking like the aggressor. He goes in and gets the leg, but Hayes tries to snap him, and Hayes ends up coming in from behind. So Larson went in and got the leg, but then lost him as they went to the mat, and Hayes did a nice job coming in from behind. He'll pick up the 2 points, but Larson gets to his feet and able to get the hands free. He'll pick up the escape, and that'll make it 2-1. Larson and Hayes again going up top. Larson just kind of pushing him backwards. Hayes now started going off the mat, then spins around and comes back towards the middle. They're just outside that middle circle. Larson again trying to come in behind, trying to snap him, but Hayes doing a nice job of fighting that off. Guys working up above, really butting their foreheads together. A lot of head butting kind of going on. Hayes now throws the arms out of the way. They come in aggressively, trying to get in behind the head. 40 seconds left in the first period. Larson on top, or Hayes, I should say, on top by a score of 2-1. And now Hayes comes in. Larson able to get the headlock, but Hayes able to pull himself free. They lock up top again. Larson goes in, gets the legs, this time able to get the takedown on Hayes, and he'll take a 3-2 lead with 20 seconds left here in the first period. Hayes, though, ends up getting a reversal. Larson left him up, and Hayes comes right in and just grabs him and comes in from behind. Larson was going to try and, I think, switch his move, and now he's trying to get the reversal. But Hayes able to try and power him over. He's going to maybe pick up some back points, but we're down to 1 second, and that's going to end the first period with Hayes on top here as he picks up 2 back points on that, and he's going to lead it by a score of 6-3. So a nice counter that time from Connor Hayes. Audubon matchup with Johnston. I think coming to an end over there as Audubon had to take a couple of more forfeits, but they will fall as they lose to Johnston 48-9. Next matchup coming up for Audubon. They'll wrestle Missouri Valley. Kuemper will wrestle ACGC in their next matchup. Hayes up 6-3 here as we start the second period. Again, the guys really headbutting. The official now comes in and said something. They were really headbutting each other pretty hard there. Larson's got the right arm behind the head. Hayes trying to work the shoulders and trying to go down, now gets a hold of the left wrist. Larson's been the aggressor on trying to get the takedowns. Hayes has just been a really good job of countering. And now Hayes goes in. He's going to get the leg, but Larson able to sprawl out and gets that leg free. Hayes comes right back at him. They shove each other. Now they go back into it. Larson kind of going forward. Hayes going backwards quite a bit here in this matchup, but he's kind of lured Larson into some moves here to be able to pick up the points. That's how he's got that 6-3 lead. Missouri Valley leading ACGC 23-21 over on the other mat. That's a pretty good matchup over there. Hayes now goes in, tries to get the double leg. Larson able to sprawl out, and then Hayes able to shove him off of the mat. As they'll both go off of the mat. And they'll bring them back into the middle with 50 seconds left here in the second period. Hayes of Kuemper leading Larson of Storm Lake 6-3. The official right now having a conversation with both wrestlers. This one's been a little bit feisty, not anything dirty, but it's been a little bit feisty. They'll lock up again. Now they break apart. Larson backs away, now comes in. The two guys lay the foreheads together again. Now Larson coming forward. Hayes backing up, trying to reach out and get that wrist. Larson, he's got the right arm around, now the left arm around the back of the neck. The guys will break apart again. Larson trying to fix the headgear, and Hayes goes in, gets a single leg, but not able to take him down, and again, they're gonna go off the mat. 19 seconds left here in the second period. 6-3 in favor of Connor Hayes over Kendall Larson. Larson 7-3. He is a sophomore. Hayes, a senior, at 12-4. Heights up right now 45-12 in this matchup. ACGC picking up a win over Missouri Valley over on the other mat. Second period comes to an end here. Bring the guys to the middle. They're going to start up here to start the third period. They lock wrists together. Larson again trying to work the back of the head. Same with Hayes. Two guys lock the foreheads together. Hayes tries to throw Larson tries to throw Hayes to the side, but doesn't really move him any, so they lock foreheads again. Minute 40 left here in the third period. Hayes up 6-3. Larson was the aggressor early. Hayes had the counters for it. Now neither guy really taking too many shots. A lot of just locking up. Now Larson goes in, gets both legs, but Hayes just sits out and lays out and sprawls out and ends up falling on top of him, but not able to come in from behind. The two guys will get back to their feet and they'll break apart, so no points given up there. And now Hayes says he got poked in the eye, and he's going to step back. We're going to get a quick medical timeout here for Connor Hayes. So he got poked in the left eye. Coach Vaughn coming out to check on him. So he'll have a quick conversation with him. Larson goes over to his corner as well. Bill Gross, one of the assistants, comes out now. Gives Connor his water bottle. Connor looks to be okay. Injury time down to 55 seconds. My guess is Hayes will go here pretty quick. And we look like we're good to go, so they'll stop the injury time. Larson's still having a conversation. He needs to get a... If you're Larson and you're Storm Lake right now, he's got to go in and go for something. He's got to be the aggressor here. Hayes, though, doesn't want to get, you know, where he's just trying to stall too much. He's up 6-3, just a minute left here in the third period. The two guys will lock up top again. But Larson being down by 3, he's got to get the takedown and then try to pick up some back points if he's going to win. He'll snap in. Hayes able to throw him off to the side. Now the two guys lock up, and Larson tried to power him, but Hayes able to just snap him down. He'll pick up the 2 points on the takedown. The two guys locked up top, but Hayes had the better base and the better balance. Larson just tried to throw real quick and then lost his balance. He started kind of going over backwards, and Hayes just powered him to the ground. Now he's trying to roll, and he'll pick up back points up 8-3, trying to get the fall, and he will. He'll pick up the win by fall at the 5:31 mark. So Connor Hayes with a nice win by fall here. And the Knights will extend their lead to 51-12 as we head now to the heavyweight. Aiden Vanami going for Kuemper. Aiden Phillips will go for Storm Lake here at the heavyweight. Phillips right away comes in behind Vanami. They'll pick up the 2-point takedown immediately. Phillips works the ankle. Now he's trying to roll Vanami over. Vanami in some trouble, trying to stay off his back, but he's giving up back points. He'll be down a minimum of 5-0, not just trying to not give up the quick fall here. Phillips kind of lost him, and he's able to get back to his base. And it's 5-0 in favor of Phillips. Phillips now working that right ankle. Got the right arm up through, now comes across with the left arm with a crossface, working that left side, switch from the right to the left side, now trying to roll him. Vanami again giving up some back points. Phillips has got it locked in pretty good, and there's the win by fall. 39 seconds into this one, and Aiden Phillips from Storm Lake picks up the win by fall. That'll make it now Kuemper 51, Storm Lake 18. We'll move to the 106-pound weight class. We started again at 120. So 2 matches left here. Kuemper's picked up the win already as team-wise. Caleb Hoffman going for Kuemper. Sebastian Herta going for Storm Lake. Hoffman goes in, gets wrapped around, now gets the double arm underneath, trying to pull through. Herta able to get the arms out and works the back of the legs, but now the guys will come apart. Herta trying to stay low. Now Hoffman trying to go in for that leg. Herta able to keep the leg free. Those guys looking pretty aggressive here. Hoffman again snaps in. Herta went down to his backside, but Hoffman was down on his knees and not able to take advantage of it. Now able to slide around the backside. They had locked up facing each other, and that time Hoffman able to come in behind and slid around him to take a 2-0 lead. Hoffman working the wrist, now comes up around the waist, trying to get the legs locked through. He's got that right leg up through. Herta trying to get the legs free. Hoffman now takes the hand and shoves the forehead down into the mat. Trying to work the wrist. He's got the hands tucked up under, and he's got him now sprawled out on his belly. Caleb Hoffman working that right wrist, got the right wrist and can't see the left wrist. The official kind of in the way. I think he has both wrists. Now the official moves, but they spin the other direction. 30 seconds left. Hoffman off to the right side. Curtis got it. It's reaching out and keeping a hold of that right leg, trying to get it. But now Hoffman able to get that leg free. He's trying to power him over, but Herta gets down to his belly. 18 seconds left here in the first period. 2-0. Hoffman with the lead. Down to 10 seconds. Doesn't look like he's got that right arm through on a chicken ring. Now he's got him rolled over. He's going to pick up some back points. He'll take at least a 5-0 lead into the second period. Is Caleb Hoffman going to pick up some back points? And that's going to be a 5-0 lead in favor of Caleb Hoffman from Kuemper. Hoffman, a freshman, coming in 15-6. He's been wrestling really well. Herta also a freshman at 6-6 on the season. Two guys on their feet. Hoffman goes in for a leg. Herta able to kind of back up. Hoffman then locks up around top. Now powers him over, comes in behind and gets the takedown. Got him up around the head, and Herta slid off to the side, was able to get him off balance and slide in behind him. They'll take a 7-0 lead, 30 seconds into the second period, working that left ankle now. He's got the right leg up and through again, controlling Herta. Now sits on him. Starting to work those wrists again up top, keeping that right leg through. Herta tries to roll through, but Hoffman able to get him over. He's going to try and get some back points. He's picking him up. Now slides through onto the top, trying to lock in. Still got that left leg wrapped over. The right leg is free now. Now powers him over. He's got him down, 55 seconds, but Herta able to power over. And we're going to get 3 more back points for Caleb Hoffman. He's going to lead at 10-0, 47 seconds left. Again's got him rolled up in the cradle. Herta able to break free from the cradle, but not able to break free from the pin move. And there's going to be the win by fall at the 3:17 mark for Caleb Hoffman. And the Knights will extend the lead here to 57-18. Final matchup here of the Kuemper Storm Lake matchup. Kuemper up 57-18. We'll move to the 113-pound weight class. Owen Neppel going for Kuemper. Javier Nahara going for Storm Lake. The two guys quickly go at each other. Neppel nearly came up with the takedown, but they'll end up going out of bounds. Now they break apart and come back into the middle without having to be stopped. So now again, Neppel goes in, gets the leg. Herta, though, did a nice job of, or Nahara, excuse me, did a nice job of getting the leg free. Neppel had to kind of roll through. Neppel now comes through, but Nahara's got the left arm out through the legs, so there's no points given up. Now he lets the legs go, and there's the 2-point takedown for Owen Neppel. So Neppel will take the 2-0 lead, snaps him down, but they're out of bounds now, pulling him back in, trying to get him back in on the mat. Both guys about half out of bounds. The official probably fairly close to calling this one, but Neppel trying to pull him back onto the mat. And now they will go out of bounds. Neppel took both feet and tried to get him out so that he could power him out. ACGC defeating Missouri Valley 36-23 over on the other mat. So that's a good win. Missouri Valley, a ranked ball club, so a good win for ACGC there. Neppel starts on top, quickly pulls that left arm out and gets Nahara right down onto his belly. Gets the right arm through, so locking it up. He's picking up some back points. He's got him in a pinning position, and there it is. And Owen Neppel will pick up the win by fall at the minute 10 mark here. And the Kuemper Knights are going to defeat Storm Lake by a final of 63-18. So another win for Kuemper. And they're going to quickly move to 2-0 here on the day. We'll end this stream. We'll cover one more Kuemper matchup. We'll keep you up to date with Audubon as we do that as well. We'll be back with more wrestling.